Yo, so the opinions and views expressed in this podcast are that of our own and the future Bachelor podcast only, and not affiliated with any outside party or entity or anything like that. This fun podcast, though, may include some adult language.
Future Bachelor podcast.
But why don't we get into what we do around here? You know what I'm saying, V? It's that time to talk about Bachelor stuff on our show. Yes, this is a show that provides all the Bachelor drama you've been missing in the off season. But before we get talking about Bachelor Nation, YouTube, I'm gonna need you to go ahead and subscribe, smash that thumbs up button, and hit that notification bell so you can get notified every time we drop new Bachelor content, just like this. And if you just did, oh man, huge shout out to you. Ooh, air horns for you. You know, we got to do our shout out to the comment crew. People that leave a comment on our videos, you get a shout out on the next episode. So, of course, big shout out to the Nancy Drew crew, Catherine Ann, Chelsea Allen, Kathleen Kent. We love you. We got some new people in the comments. Marion SP, shout out to you. And, of course, you know, our compadre
from day one.
Day one compadre, the homie for life, Courtney Money, a.k.a. C Money. We love you. So thank you guys for dropping a comment. And if you want a shout out, all you got to do is leave a comment, just like the comment crew. And it's as easy as that. Just let us know you tuned in. Shout out to the new subscribers. Shout out to you if you just became one. Join the family. The future Bachelor for life. V, what do we got going down in Bachelor Nation this week? You know, getting us on the off season until the new Bachelor season starts next year. Some things are going down, huh?
Yeah, so a name, as I said in the intro, a name who we haven't heard from, tied to Bachelor in a long time is Chris Harrison.
But, he back. You know,
but
I didn't think they could keep him away for too long.
I guess not, yeah. So he's sticking with the theme of Bachelor because that's, he was the host for like 20 seasons, something crazy. I don't know, 20 years.
Yeah.
So he's doing a podcast that's going to be called The Most Dramatic Podcast Ever with Chris Harrison. That'll be like with iHeartRadio.
I think that's a great name, actually. Like, it
is a great name.
I wonder if they, I don't know. I would love to. I love to be in those meetings where people are brainstorming and they're like, what if it's like the most dramatic podcast ever? And it's genius. It's genius. Not only is it genius, but it's probably going to make like it weird for Jesse to say that. Like in the show moving forward, like this is the most dramatic season of, it's just like, it's like a big kind of like FU to Bachelor actually, by taking something that they probably didn't think about trademarking. So yeah, I mean what's coming out of it? Like I heard he's starting his own podcast network, so it'd be interesting if like he gets like Bachelor alumni, to sign underneath there, and it'd be kind of like the new kind of place where people go and start their podcast.
Yeah, it's interesting because he's engaged to Lauren Zima, who does like other entertainment news kind of things. Mm-hmm. So they're starting the next chapter productions with for iHeart podcast. So that's going to have, I'm guessing, like other related, either maybe more entertainment, maybe more dating, maybe more whatever, because he has his whole book. I think that's about relationships and stuff. But it will premiere on January 9th, 2023. So, in a month. Just
in time for the next Bachelor season and all that.
Yeah. So, I guess it says that the show is going to dig into all things relationships every week. So like up close and personal with Chris as he navigates through dating, marriage, love, loss, and more. So
do you think he'll
that's
talk?
Vague. So I don't really know. I don't really know if it's gonna, focus on stuff that's related to the show, or if it's just gonna really just be generic like love stories or love loss, or like if it's gonna be like kind of more of a profile show. Who's to say? So
will you be tuning in?
Probably not. No.
Really?
Yeah, probably not.
I mean,
I might listen to an episode to see what the deal is. Like, I want to kind of see more of like what the format is, but.
Well, I think what's smart like of him is like he's kind of laid low. He hasn't said much since his breakup with Bachelor. So it's something he's gonna be able to get stuff off his chest and really get his side of the story out and just kind of, have that weight lifted off of his shoulders by hopefully, telling his side of the story. And, he has a book. So like you said, there's probably a lot to dig into there, having people from relationships, whether it's like, I think a way to kind of tap into Bachelor Nation would be to have ex-Bachelor people on there, like older people. Sure. And, I think there's a lot of things he could talk about and get into as far as like the way the show has, evolved over the years, like where it started in its early days, and, give a lot of tea into the background of that. I would love to, but I wonder if he has some type of like, NDA maybe he's signed to not talk about The Bachelor or something like that.
I think so. I don't know but I know they like paid him a decent or something.
I think they paid him like $6 million or something like that.
Yeah, something.
Which is not a lot when you're making that already like per probably season of The Bachelor, Bachelorette, and Bachelor in Paradise. So, So yeah, I mean, I'll be there to kind of see what goes down with that. What else is going on in Bachelor Nation?
Well, a former fave lead, Hannah Brown, I guess, is going to be on a new reality TV show that will be premiering at the top of the year as well, called Special Forces: The Ultimate Test. And so it's going to put 16 celebrities, like different reality stars, etc., to the test. They're going to do like different tasks that with actual like special forces, like armed special forces folks. Just there's no votes, no eliminations, just survival is what the little release from the show says. Well,
no eliminations,
just survival. However, this doesn't mean they can't be eliminated. So yeah, who's to say? I don't know. So I guess it's going to be kind of testing the limits. I know that Jamie Lynn Spears is also going to be on it.
Those shows are only fun if they all gang up on each other to vote people off.
I know. I don't know how that's going to work. It's like, are you going to just have to be like, you are the weakest link, goodbye kind of deal? Like, I don't get it.
The way those, I mean, if it's like the challenge or something like that, it's like they have a daily challenge where that kind of ranks you to be into power. Throughout the episodes, there's going to be like people that are, what is it called, starting to get in alliances. Yep. And then whoever votes into power has the power that week to kind of like dictate who they vote in to challenge each other at the end of the episode and who goes home. With Survivor, it's just like a democracy type of thing where they vote. So
or is that it could a cheerocracy?
A cheerocracy. You better bring it. It's already been brought in. But yeah, so that'll be interesting. How do you think she's going to do? You think she's a survivalist?
Mean, she won the whatchamacallit, the, Dancing with the Stars, which is a different type of athletic presentation. You're training for hours and hours at dance and doing that kind of stuff. So I don't know I think she might have the stamina for some of these tasks, but we'll have to see, what it looks like in comparison. And I guess it'll be on Fox. I think it's interesting. I feel like there's a wave of these kinds of shows where they're like bringing back like old celebrities or like, celebrity adjacent and stuff like that, folks.
It's like The Apprentice or something like that, where they kind of like put them in a situation. And I've always loved those type of shows. Like, honestly, it's kind of like reality multiverse, like, where you got people crossing over that you're like, wow, I never thought that they would interact, So those always work out well. I do wonder how she was approached and like, what made her accept something like this,
Right, because I feel like I haven't heard of or from like Hannah Brown doing anything in a while. I mean, she has a decently long-term boyfriend right now. I don't know, who I think is not really involved in like influencer, like whatever, like that kind of culture, but I could be wrong. But yeah, so I don't know. Maybe she's just like, I just need a quick bag. You know what I mean? Like, just
I feel that recession, inflation,
recession,
inflation. I really do think though, she has a chance, who's to say she couldn't go all the way. She's already, like you said, she won one of those shows already. Might as well see if she can get another one and make that money, you know?
Oh, yeah. Good for her.
Yeah. What else we got going on?
So another breakup has come out of Bachelor in Paradise, and it is between Kira and Romeo, who, you know, everybody thought was just a bit there for a second, and then they came on after the final rose, and they were like, we are actually together, blah, blah, blah. And then she posted, I guess, this past week or so, she posted to her story saying, Romeo and I have gone our separate ways. Sometimes you shouldn't give people a second chance to disappoint you. Woof. And then Romeo, I think, posted something to his story with like music that was like back to the start, and it was like a cityscape like video. So it seems like there's definitely something going on there where
it's not hard to figure out.
Or she was upset with something that, you know, went down.
Yeah,
they were long distance, if anything. So I don't know.
She seems like someone that's pretty like easygoing. I mean, if it's anything of the like what we saw on the show, he just was probably talking to other women and stuff and getting involved with them or something. Especially if they're doing the long distance thing. Speculation, of course, but I mean, for judging by her, you know, post, it seems like it wasn't just like amicable.
Yeah,
that's a crazy
I don't
word.
think it was either. It definitely seems like, you know, they had a bi-coastal relationship, so I think that plays into it. And you know, I think there's different stuff. Romeo had done a post where he was all like, it's been a journey, but it's time to say goodbye to the lip biter. And it was like a picture of him like looking nice and hot in a suit. And then like the next slide was like the screenshot of him biting his lip when he's like leaving the beach with Kira. And it's like, seems like, you know, it seems like that there's tension between the both of them. So who's to say?
Yeah, I'm gonna ride for Kira on this one.
Yeah, I feel like Romeo definitely, yeah, like especially with a post like then that post that I just mentioned being like #growth, #whatever. It's like, okay, yeah, like what, have you grown up magically over whatever? Obviously not. Like that, there must be something there, because I think, you know, Kira's like kind of like a boss bitch. She went to Harvard, she did all this stuff, and like now she's out here, and I liked that they were going with the bit for a while with the whole like, oh, like I'm holding him captive, and like they had fun with it. But I mean, maybe there's more to that.
Just a little bonus stuff going on that I was like seeing in Bachelor Nation. Like, what about have you been hearing rumors of Clayton's ex Susie talking to that dude from Love Is Blind 3?
Oh, I think so. Yeah, there's been some of that. And then there's been a lot of people like speculating if she could be brought on as like a Bachelorette lead, which I don't see that. But yes, which guy from,
it was the one that like he was, I mean, you watched it, right?
Yeah.
It was the one that had like the messy apartment and everything. You know, the one that like he at the end she left him because he said like stuff about her eating or something.
Oh, yeah, the white one. What is his name?
I mean, he kind of sucked, but
he did suck. He did suck. Yeah, for sure. He for sure sucked. Susie, what are you doing, girl?
Yeah, like I mean, I don't know what she's doing right now, but you know, I mean, she's kind of a hot commodity. Like it's hard. Sometimes it's hard not to play into some of these things when you start for no, like even outside of the reasons of your own, like you become someone that people are interested in. Like she just has a good personality, you know, she's beautiful, she's sweet enough, you know, and people kind of just want to see more of her. So she's probably getting reached out to by, you know, it was like a podcast, some like comedy podcast that he was on, and she called in like possibly like blind dating him. Like he didn't know he was talking to her at first and stuff. And she's
interesting.
like, yeah, I saw a clip of it, but yeah, there's like more stuff like did you see Dean Says Yes? Kaylin actually gave him his ring and stuff after they went
Did she give him a truck? Because that was like the whole deal. Is that
yeah, no, but he got a truck, but he also got like a ring. Like I think they like, I don't know, proposed to each other.
I think that's becoming more popular, the whole proposing to each other. I've seen that just within some of my social circles happening with a couple of folks, like in, seemingly hetero presenting relationships and stuff like that. So I think that might, I don't know if that's like a trend or like what that's looking like. And I think it's also becoming a little trendy for like, there's like more rings out there, like the fashionable rings and stuff like that for men. I feel like that
I think what it is also is just like with the times a changing. I think, women also want, like, it's kind of like, when a woman has like an engagement ring on, she's taken,
Right.
That's just like when I was single and I was looking for a suitable mate, you'd go around and you'd be like,
suitable mate in my habitat.
yeah, out in the biome dome. And yeah, you would see somebody and you'd be like, I'd like to approach them, but they have a ring on. So you're like, oh no, I can't go for that. So I think
men be out here just doing whatever the heck they want.
Right?
Because
like you got to put a little ring on them too. Sometimes I feel like, I mean, it kind of makes sense. It's like, right? I don't know.
I guess I kind of see that like visual representation of like commitment.
Yeah, it makes sense to me. And then I was seeing some rumors of you remember Cassidy, who had like her side piece at home or whatever like that got kicked off of Clayton season. She was going after Kelly, Pilot Pete's Kelly, for getting mad about I guess she like left her wallet or her phone or something like that in an Uber. And like she couldn't communicate with the person because they didn't speak English, and like so like she's going in on Uber and just like, I don't know. Have you ever left your phone or something in an Uber? And it's
I'm trying to think if I've ever left my phone in an Uber. I have had friends who have, and then like we've had to track it down, and it was a whole thing. But I feel like I've almost left something like keys in an Uber, but I was able to like be like, yo, turn around. But
yeah, I mean, if it's like right away and you can get a hold of them, that's one thing. But like to be
otherwise, it's a pain in the ass because they're like somewhere else completely.
Yeah, and it's not like they get paid to bring back your stuff, and it's like really your fault as the rider. Most of the time it's because like you're drunk or something, and you just like leave it in there.
Right.
And so people get like really like, I need my phone back now, and it's like I can bring it back to you like later or leave it somewhere, but yeah, I mean, I guess like she was kind of going in on her, like being like, it sounds like a you problem, Kelly. So, but yeah, those are just some bonus things inside of Bachelor Nation. What do you think it's gonna be like over Christmas for these folks? Have you seen this first promo for The Bachelor?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I feel like unless it's a different one, I feel like I've seen some of it, but I don't know. I'm like just so not excited for the promos and stuff for Zach's season. Just looks like very run of the mill.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you still think he's cute?
I think he's cute. I think, I see him having a lot of heartbreak, for sure. I feel like I wanted to learn more. Like, I'm excited to see more about like the cast. That's always fun, just to like try to get more eyes on like what's going down with all of that. And I feel like, sometimes there's drama before a season starts, just to be all like, oh, especially because there's a lot of times people are like kind of referred, or like, they're like almost like a family of like contestants, where it's all like, oh, this person's friends with this person and they live like they're here together and they were on this season, and like this, it's like generations of contestants, almost like, I don't know, like a
high school.
Yeah, like that, or like
the new
sorority.
seniors.
kind of stuff. Like
Now
where it's
they
like
rule the school.
you're G big, you're little, like that kind of. It's almost kind of like that.
I see that. Well, guys, we'll be back next week with more Bachelor stuff. Leave us a comment below if you want a shout out. Make sure you're definitely hitting that thumbs up button if you watch to the end. If you have watched the end, I suggest you subscribe and become part of the Facebook.
I suggest it.
Yeah, I suggest you subscribe and become part of the Future Bachelor family on YouTube, and and leave us a comment. What do you think? Do you like Chris Harrison's new podcast name? The most dramatic podcast ever. I like it.
What do you want Chris Harrison to talk about on this podcast?
Yeah, are you going to be tuning in? Do you think Hannah Brown is going to win the survival show or make it far? Let us know. Do you think Kira and Romeo should have broken up? Of course, but just tell us if you think they should have.
But just leave us a comment saying that. You know?
Yeah. Would you want to give a ring to your engaged man? I'd want one. I don't know. Sounds fun. Let us know in the comments below.
Future Bachelor Podcast.